Welcome back to chapter 6 of The Novelist. Last week, we went on a trip with Tommy and spent a little bit of time on ourselves. The funeral. That night, Linda got a phone. Oh my goodness, I hope it's not her parents. Oh my god. Well, at least her parents came for a visit, but I remember they didn't stay for that long because I chose Linda as a compromise, not as the main thing. Mark the 21st of this month on your calendars. For one day only, watch the world-famous Fighter 5 as they scream across the sky. Witness death-defying feats of flying. Witness death-defying feats of flying in a display unlike anything you've ever seen. Guaranteed to blow you away, don't miss it.
Anne, I just got off the phone with Mom. She told me about Grandma Jo. I know we expected it sooner rather than later, but this is hitting me so much harder than when Granddad died last year. Do you remember going to Grandma Jo's house after school on Wednesdays and playing until Mom got off work? How Grandma Jo always had a surprise for us? Even if it was just cookies in the oven, she'd always time it so the whole house would smell like them when we got there. I hope the minister captures those little moments because they don't seem as little now. I wish the circumstances were different, but it will still be good to see you at the funeral. What am I saying? You probably won't even get this until after the funeral. I guess I just needed to write anyway. Love, Linda.
I just realized this, but Anne is her sister, right? I thought it was a good friend the whole time, but... oh no. Just based off reading that, I feel like focusing everything on Linda already this week. Dan. Big news! Got a call from Bracket Books in Eugene, and they want you to do a reading from Windsong. Maybe even some Q&A, some book signings, all that good stuff. I think you should do it. In fact, I'm going to be pretty pissed if you don't. Bracket is a huge outlet, so if this goes well, orders for the new book will definitely go up. I don't need to remind you how long it's been since Tramer's Way came out. If you don't keep your name out there, no one will even notice when you finish the new book, whatever it's called. Hell, speaking of the new one, why don't you read some of it too? Maybe the second chapter you sent me last month. That one was pretty good. Bracket Books, Eugene, the 21st. See you there, Paul. P.S. You know the long game, right? Nailing this one could mean a bigger advance on the next book. Oh my god. Not ideal at all. This family is so busy. They have such exciting lives, seriously. Every single week something is going on.
Is she in heaven?
I'm sure she is, honey.
Oh, Tommy doesn't understand. Oh, dear Lord. Well, at least Tommy's happy again. At this kind of influential or easily influenced age, it's important to make happy memories with your kid, I think. I mean, not that I'm a parent, but you know. Oh! Alright, that scared me really bad. Oh no, look at this painting. It's so grim. Why? By the way, I realized that nobody has used this bathroom up until now. Well, I guess it's kind of weird to have memories in the bathroom, but...
So much for Ochoko. I wish I hadn't done so much research to find sites and trails, because now I keep catching myself daydreaming about them instead of working. I still need to get out of the house. I've done the Ridge Trail probably 15 times now. It hardly seems worth it anymore. Finding new spots is half the point. I guess tomorrow I'll check in town and see if there's a local guidebook or ranger office. Maybe there's something I haven't found yet. Something nearby is still better than nothing.
Come on, you're all adults. Your emotions and mood shouldn't fluctuate so much every single week. And it's not like, the other priorities, it's not like small things either. Oh no, she looks really upset. Oh, she just found out about her grandma. Oh no. Poor Linda. Nothing in here.
Huh?
Oh! God damn it. Oh, he didn't get suspicious. I'm not complaining. Okay, so everyone's downstairs, so maybe we should go check out some rooms. Isn't Tommy's room unusually tidy today? Huh. Aw, he's happy. That's good. Literary Register, May edition, inside the Books of Summer. Adam Squires. The interview. America's top small-run publishers.
Oh no. Joe's funeral's the same day as the signing in Eugene, and Paul says they can't move it. He'll understand if I bail because he knows Linda, but Grofield is a different story. They won't give a damn why I missed it. They'll just get a memo and put it in a spreadsheet somewhere and write me off just a little bit more. And it's not just the timing. If I do the reading, I've got to get that chapter in shape. It's not even remotely ready for anyone to see it. Can't worry about what Paul says. He's my agent. He's supposed to stroke me. And what about Tommy?
Not sure what's going on with Tommy this week yet. Oh, we have a draft thing going on, so that's not too bad. Better than I thought. Anyone coming? Don't come over here.
Most of you here knew my grandmother. For those who didn't, I truly wish you had. She was an example for all of us. Her warmth, her caring, and her smile were impossible to forget. It's still hard for me to believe she's gone. Without her, the world is...
You know what, this actually really reminds me of something going on with one of my friends lately. I hope that she's okay with me talking a little bit about it. But basically, she goes to school in Canada, but she came from another country, and for the summer, not really the summer, but for April and May, she plans on going back to her country to visit her grandmother, who is having like a 80th birthday party or something, with all the family members coming to celebrate it. And because of the party, she has to miss the first week of school. And regularly, you would think that, you know, the school would be okay with it, right? But the school was like, oh yeah, well, you gotta write an official thing for us to give you permission on. And then my friend wrote the thing, and the school said, no, you can't miss the first week of school. But she's gonna miss it anyway. Oh!
What is that?
Oh no!
What the?
Did I just completely lose it? Okay. Oh, Dan is completely spooked. That's no good. Yeah, I was way too into telling my story just now. That was bad. I was gonna go read his thoughts, but he turned around immediately. So this week we won't be able to do any compromise for the book, which I think,
All right.
you know, it's not that bad of a thing. This week we really gotta be there for Linda. What kind of a man would Dan be if he wasn't there for his wife during such a difficult time? But yeah, the point of my story earlier was just to say that family is the most important thing. It doesn't matter what happens at school or whatever, okay? Like, whatever. Also, Dan screaming earlier really scared me. The what the?
Just got back from the trip. Or trips, I should say. Once I got it in my head that a night on the beach would be good for the stress, I was able to talk Linda and Tommy into knocking a day off the big trip to do the bonfire anyway. Turned out to be a good idea. Spending the evening on the beach reminded me of a church retreat we did back in 7th grade. The smell of the bonfire gave me such a strong memory of a crush I had on Jenny something. Or was it Jennifer? I can't remember. But I do remember those flushed schoolboy emotions. I think I can use those for the scene at the dance.
That's good. I'm so sorry, Dan, for spooking you. Well, I think it's a good thing that we saw that, right? I mean, it won't be fun if we just do this perfectly the whole time, so... Yeah, I'm trying to cover up for my mistakes now, so... Shush! Oh no.
Just be here for me.
Lynn, I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do.
That's easy. We're gonna be with Linda this week. Come on, like a book signing versus this stuff? Do some serious work on that chapter first. Well, if we're not going to the book signing, It doesn't matter if we write anymore right now. He needs to call and buy a ticket if he's coming to the funeral. Talking about Dad?
Oh yeah, maybe if I...
I didn't know you need to buy a ticket to go to a funeral. Well, I've never really been in one, thank goodness. Touch wood. Where is Tommy? Where the heck is Tommy? The magazine says there are going to be tons of planes. You know, Tommy doesn't understand it right now. But it's important to be with him too, because it's a tough time for his mom. So we're gonna go to the phone. Where is the phone? In the living room? I kind of remember seeing the phone somewhere, but I'm not sure where that somewhere is right now.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, Mom.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, Mom isn't even paying attention to anything. Where is the phone? Oh, there's the phone. Oh, there's a note here too. Call Paul first thing tomorrow morning. Any possible way to move it? Is this thing announced yet? Dan's little note. Okay. So I'll be able to choose Linda, but I won't be able to choose Dan's compromise, which is fine. I wanted to choose Dan's, but I think Tommy's is okay too. So what does Tommy want? He wants the magazine, which is right here. Alright. Wait, can I choose? Yeah, I can only choose Tommy. Alright, I want to find out Claire's decision. Claire! Oh, it's a new person! The Diary of K. Williams. May 8th. 1952. Jay is gone and I'm alone. That is the sum of it. No other thought enters my mind. Wed 38 years, now alone. A senseless accident has taken Jay from me. What I should do with myself, I do not know. Money is no worry. Time. That is the thing. There is so much of it still ahead of me. I have been blessed with health, but that blessing is now a curse. It is nothing more than the curse of time alone. Without Jay. I attempt to look ahead, but cannot envision a path without Jay. For so long, I had no need to imagine one. The children do not understand why I have come to this house alone, as they cannot understand my loss. Are we not going to find out about Claire? Oh my god. May 12th. I cannot say that I feel better than I did upon arriving, for Jay is still gone. But I do feel a change. Some glimmer of a path is taking form in my mind. I cannot describe it other than a narrowing of thought. Perhaps time alone is to be thanked, or perhaps it is something else, something unknown. Today, I drove to McLennan's to buy coffee, wine and vegetables, although I was not due to run short of those for a few days more. I confess I went to hear human voices, to be around the living. I conversed with a pleasant couple, and it did me no small measure of good. My first words came out as a croak, and I realized I had not spoken in days. A small reminder of my solitary days here, alone with my thoughts, thinking of Jay staring at the sea just over the cliff. Though I must confess that my gaze always drifts from the sea to the edge of the cliff. Oh no. If that last line is implying what I think it's implying, Jay may have taken his or her own life. Now it says K and J, and I think automatically we want to assume that diary was written by a woman. I don't know why, maybe that's just like a sexist thing. But it actually doesn't say, so we don't know if K is a woman or a man, and we don't know if J is a woman or a man. Death is always something difficult to deal with, and even more so when you can't understand why someone you know and love would take their own life. In these times, you know, just for any kind of big happenings in people's lives, it's really important just to be around family and friends. I know that feeling. That feeling when you're alone with your thoughts, it's really bad. Not to sound like an emo teenager, but it's really bad. So we've chosen Tommy's compromise now. I think we just have to whisper it in Dan's ear, but I'm hoping there might be more notes around here. Doesn't seem like it though, so I guess we'll not find out what happened to Claire and Roger. That makes me really anxious. Oh no. Alright. Dan couldn't bear the thought of Linda going to the funeral alone, so he bought a ticket and flew to Denver with her. The funeral was hard for Linda, but having Dan there made it easier to bear. They stayed up late the night of the funeral, as Linda told Dan stories about Grandma Jo, and they talked of maybe being grandparents themselves one day. Dan sat Tommy down and did his best to explain why they couldn't go to the air show. Tommy had a crying fit. Dan eased the blow by promising to take him to the next one. Then they drove to town and went from store to store until they found a plain toy for Tommy, who loved it. Paul was livid when Dan called and said he couldn't make the reading. Dan was used to his agent laying into him though. What really worried him was that he hadn't gotten a chance to work on the chapter Paul had asked him to read. That gnawed at him. He knew he couldn't afford to keep putting his book second if he wanted it to be his best work. As July came to an end, the Kaplans' lives had developed a pattern. Dan finished his first draft, but instead of an accomplishment, he felt disappointment. The book had gotten away from him. It was barely readable, much less publishable. Paul and Grofield gave him one last chance to get it into shape. They didn't have to tell him what the consequences would be if he couldn't get it together. And on the following Tuesday, Tommy put on an art show in the den, explaining his drawings to his parents one by one. Dan got Linda to pretend they were at an art auction, bidding against one another for each drawing. Dan would not be denied, outbidding Linda every time while complimenting the family's youngest artist on his priceless works of art. On Friday, Dan and Linda both knocked off early, took Tommy to his aunt's house and drove to a bed and breakfast. They barely left their room. The guests in the room below complained about the noise, but the owner, who assumed that Dan and Linda were on their honeymoon, offered to move the guests to a different room instead. They still had a month left, but Dan's chances to change the course of the summer were growing fewer.